the outside control, surfing on the top of that mini rooftop as the bomb is going to be over towards the outside area. Now leaning towards lower. NUKE able to grab a good kill on the far leg, but Sticko now getting Locker's control, might be able to cut off some rotations, and it's going to maybe free up the T's to start getting this lower bomb side control. But as I say that,
in heaven, tries to rattle off a few shots, sees a player dipping down into the vents. Oh, that's a beautiful one tap from Valda as well. Nullifying Zen. Bomb has been planted at the backside of the site, but when you consider that there's still 5 of OG remaining, it's so hard to see how Sunny and Madden can hold on. And Alexi's dual Barrette is rip through 3, and OG take the first round. But it is at the cost of a bomb plant, and therefore FPX have some decisions.
yeah, certainly a situation where they allowed the bomb kind of push towards garage and secure maybe some control towards Seeker. At least have Sunny get some presence there, and he actually does get the pick on the man too. So this is a nice open.
It's the low Issa. It's on double doors, but now Valda and Alexi B have joined the call. Down goes Issa. Madden sprays in for another one. And FPX looking great now. After having not sustained any losses, OG have only posted up 1
HP, and then they're able just to kind of swarm from that point forward and really just kind of lock it down. And as you said, all that OG can hope to do now is just save rifles, which Valda's doing a very good job of, by the way. Might even be able to swap into the AK if he so chooses. So they will go ahead and get an M4 onto Nico, but Valda does fall, so just the one rifle. We are going to see Maiden creeping into his upper bomb site here, but Valda able to catch him from many sides. So far, so good voices here.
Good spy grenade. Spray is good onto Sticko. Takes him down with relative ease. Gets peeked again, though, from the Finn. And the head-to-head has come to fruition, and it will be Finland that triumphs over Denmark in this encounter. 20 seconds to play with. OG has done a great job with very little weaponry, but they've lost Alexi. Speaking of Finns, Sunny has sprung into action with his AK. And with 10 seconds, OG now need to try and repel the plant. Won't be forced without the grenade. Does good damage onto Zen. Another trade out. Issa with a FAMAS sticks the landing onto Zen, the early fragger. Sunny is still alive, though, on very healthy amounts of HP, and he's gone in for another one. It's a 3K now for him.
They're going to be struggling here coming into this next round. Very much going to be, you know, full saving, I would imagine. It's going to put that strain on them as, you know, now that they have it, FPX are content just to kind of sit back and let OG stew on it a bit, but now we see the slow down on Mini, and Maiden's looking for an entry in upper sight.
May very well get it. Catches it glimpse of Nico, who did get one before he fell down, and so Madden was caught in a couple of awkward positions. So 3v2, OG have the advantage, and they're actually going to lock it down in the blink of an eye. They sprayed some early control down. Meanwhile, the rest of them, though, will be wrapping through round. Mantle is here, waiting with York, misses his shot. He has Issa alongside him, who misses everything.
Oh, no.
There's a team kill in there as well. I'm not quite sure what happens. Sticko takes Farlig down in the back of the head. It's a 3-on-3 and just carnage.
Sure, he controls Hut, and knowing that he can like, focus on so many angles at once. But Alexa B, that's a big kill, catching this sweep under heaven. Zen able to trade, gets it back to a 2-on-2. But again, I feel like Nico's playing this pretty smart, and it's still giving OG a chance.
30 seconds, but Zen has been splattered by Mantu's orb. And Madden will get pretty much
on one spot, which means there's a huge gap here, by the way. So there's been a bit of a miscommunication on smoke placement, which is not allowing Sunny to get that crossover to Secret that he normally has been getting. And Val has already found a kill on the Sticko and is deep now in Squeaky Hall. So this is actually worrisome for FPX. This is great news for OG.
Gives him a fast pincer point as well to get round the back of them. There's Mantu not sticking, or I should say, is sticking the landing and gets his second one as well. He'll go down as Issa was ring around the box, and that cost Mantu his life. This is where that loose cannon, the Mad Dog himself, Madden, may very well be called upon to just do something crazy. He does it so often, but his aim lets him down. He is one of those players that lives or dies by the sword, by his aggression. Sunny goes in.
Oh, no.
Looking much better. The spray through the smoke is on point, and Alexi goes down. Sticko elsewhere, systematically just taking players down left and right. And Nico, the man with a lot of points to prove, well, he's left standing in a 1-on-4.
That's so tough. That was a great pickup in Mini, and then a great incendiary on Squeaky to stop FPX from being able to make any progress. Been like the guy getting opening picks for them in probably 2 or 3 of the 4 rounds they've taken so far. And finally, they get, you know, another round without having to get a hard reset. So it gives them a little bit of economy back. But Mantu gets a big opening pick here on the Sticko. And what's gone on here? Alexa P just watches Zen jumping from the heavens, but is still alive. And he gets some help from Valda, who catches him.
Cashes in with 2. Farlig and Madden last in naught, but only 14 ADR. It has been a slow game thus far. 2 kills could become more. It won't. NUKE not only represses him, but additionally Mad.
We'll just have to see.
Oh, Mantu again. Opening pick onto Madden. Now,
Remember how I was talking about how Mantu looked a little bit shaky? I think that's gone. That's out the window. Looking great.
He heard you, Dust. He's like, I want to prove that Dust wrong.
Seems doubtful.
The openers.
Seems doubtful, but okay. Somehow open this round back up.
Time dwindling away, and there's no flashes, no smokes to proceed the push, and they have to deal with this. Zen can't move too far backwards, otherwise he dies to the Molotov. And that puts him in the firing squad. 10 HP left on the Finn. And 4 players with 23 seconds. Doesn't even have control over the bomb. At least sprays into NUKE, makes this a bit more costly for OG. Another headshot comes in. Surely this isn't possible. The Molotov will at least fend away the player down in vent, but he's not going to be checking his left-hand side, and he is gone. He may even get knifed. There we go. Stabby stab from Alexi. Early. I feel like there's every chance they win this because it's very top-sided in terms of him. He's on 20 kills already. He gets forced out and sprayed down. That's exactly what they were looking for. Now NUKE stuck in the back of the site, pulls out the HE. There's flashbangs actually save his life, and there's a bit of spray coming off from main as well. Now NUKE can hold his ground, getting one before Mantu chips in with the AWP. And suddenly down to a 3-on-3, but the T's have control over A site.
Yeah, and they have a smoke down on Mini. They have a chance to plant. There's no heaven presence yet from OG, so that gives them a full amount of safety to plant and start repositioning here. Some utility to use.
HE banks off the wall, does significant damage to Sunny, but Zen's position is too good alongside Stiko, and Mantu now has to pull the plug.
Yeah, that was just a good play, though, from FPX, right? I mean, they get solid ramp room control. They get it clean. They don't lose anyone. And what it does is it forces up the pace. Yeah, now they're going to start committing here. Alexi trying to get back into Mini safely around that smoke. He's able to do just that. Mantu gets a nice opening shot, and he's able to get away, and he feels that threat from that top silo. Meanwhile, Issa's gotten a pick elsewhere on the map. I believe that was probably ramp room. So another quick 5-on-3 here for OG. They've had so many of these, Vince. And it's so hard to come back from this if you're on the FPX side.
And a lot of those picks have been from Mantu's hands. You've got to give him a lot of credit. You've got to give OG a lot of credit as
soon as possible, as we are going to see an upper explosion here from OG.
Farlig at the back of the site will need to land some shots, and it's gone begging as NUKE and Issa put down the bodies with 2 frags. Alexi also with a headshot through the smoke. V5 on A site NUKE.
Sometimes you got to play the heel, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fully.
I would know it all too well.
Sure. Madden knows Valda's Glock all too well as the bullet passes.
Yeah. If not, they're forced buying the rest of the game, and it's going to be pretty slim pickings as far as what resources they'll even have, as we are going to see the upper take, and Issa hits a blinder on the Sunny. Mollies are down, Maiden rotating, but only to meet his demise. And again, OG have such a quick 5-on-3. The opening picks have just been favoring OG just the vast majority of the game. And the thing is, the opening picks, it's not even like, oh, we got a quick 5-on-4. No, it's we got a quick 5-on-3. And that's happened so many times this game. And the playing back from that PX have had, or excuse me, that OG have had throughout this game, they survived with, you know, like 3 or more members. Many rounds where they've survived with 4 or 5 players. I mean, in this half, they've only lost, like right there, they just lost their second player of the entire.
Maybe one last roar before they do go the way of the Dodo. Madden downstairs alongside Farlig. 2 of the weaker players with a Deagle and MP9, but Farlig still sticks to the shot. He will go down. No, he won't actually. He gets a second frag. That's unreal. And he gets a third on top of it. Out of nowhere, Farlig has sprung into action and is just straight up running through OG. Where was this earlier on in the half?
Yeah, that's
that one round. I'm not saying it's a fluke. Definitely a lot of skill thrown in the mix, but I doubt OG are going to walk into that trap too many times, and Valda activates again, and it's Sunny, and it's been destroyed by the Dane's hands.
Yeah, and he has a read that there's more as well aggressing through that lobby position, staying safe on this roof side, and he's able to find yet another on the Farlig. So Vince, name a more iconic duo than OG in an opening 5-on-3 situation.
OG in winning the round, I guess.
Yeah, that is actually
pull the rabbit out of the hat. First kill does go his way. A bit labored, but finally gets it done. However, his position is now known, and he has to deal with NUKE. He has a good read of this scenario, though. He has a good understanding as to where these players could be, but that's only half the struggle. And on top of that, post-plant is always going to be in an awkward position as he moves forward. And he gets
on overpass, where the NUKE, the op on the CT side is just so pivotal. you know, that could be another thing. But that's a great angle from Farley, getting up on the corner.
Say that FPX have had an advantage. And now they need to hold on to this advantage. Zen with a good spray. Farley changing up the angles. Very aggressive angle with the ult, but it's worked out for him. Love to see that. He burns alive, but Zen is there to pick up the pieces. And it's looking good that FPX at least will survive with one more. And Velda, well, he's a dead man.
5-on-5, you have a lot of good map control. They're getting even more now. Let's be Memento actually sneaking through towards Under Heaven. Like, this is a nightmare for FPX. Luckily, though, they're able to get aggressive and squeaky and find a couple of kills thanks to Maiden. NUKE does trade it back, but still advantage. It's not going to come to fruition. Alexa B, though, does get the read on the top HUT player, but that flash did not help him out there. NUKE was trying to get him an advantage with the pop flash. Didn't quite pan out. Sticko comes up through lower. They're putting some utility down over towards upper side, looking to put there. They do push Sticko off. He misses the shot, is forced down, but Maiden has gotten first blood.
Yeah, Maiden's locked it down elsewhere. Now, Sticko can fall back to the site. 20 seconds to play with. Good flashbang, but no follow-up damage just yet. Mad2 goes in on Madden. Will they check this angle? Well, if they weren't before, now they definitely will. And Sticko survives longer than I anticipated, but finally does meet his fate. Farley with the Deagle. 8 seconds to play with. Can he deny the bomb plant? No, goes a bit too aggressive and gets killed. Zen can deny the bomb plant. He could just win this round. It's all down to Zen, and just purely off timing, he gets it done. The aggressive pushes like this from OG, it's been more methodical, meticulous.
Is this like a world record bomb plant?
Must be. It was super fast. Straight. Means that there's 2 incendiaries and plenty of flashes left at their disposal as Alexi goes in. Sticko and Sunny, though, are both chipped in with kills. Mad2's going to hold the line onto Sticko. The bomb is starting to get confused right now. Valda needs to peek this. He needs to deal with this. Otherwise, it will just get diffused right under their noses. And even though Valda is putting...
It's all gone.
Yeah, we said that 11-12 round mark is where we start to believe, and we've reached that point. But more importantly, FPX are beginning to believe. Their confidence is spiking. Their aim is on point. These are jewels that they were losing so often earlier in the match. And Alexi can only post up 1 frag. And with a lot of different sides and takes from OG, they haven't been one-dimensional. They've tried aggression, they've tried outside control, and everything's been thwarted. Again, Zen in the right position to strike. He puts down the first frag, goes in for more, doesn't quite get it, but Alexi...
Maybe even the flank and backstab them and get frags. So this is getting a bit scary, and indeed he does find his man, NUKE, and he's able to get away as well.
What an A hit. They will ride or die on this decision, and Madden in a perfect position. Oh, this setup is looking way too solid, but that first kill is huge. And Sticko with the up and over grenade does a lot of damage, softens up a few targets, changes his position. Sticko now needs to hold on, and Mad2 gets 1, but that will not be good enough. And if he dies after time as well, this just goes from bad to worse. 3 seconds to play with. He holds his ground. They will be conceding the round, OG. It's like Mad2 will...
What, they lost the first 4 rounds or something like that? It has been just crazy to see them really keep their composure and grind their way back. They've been aggressive and assertive on the CT side. It's gone well, but not this round. Alexa B.
The classic. It's not over just yet. Sticko perched up above the bomb plant, tries to deny it, but goes down to the hands of Issa, and now Farley out in the open and awkward positions, gone down to Valda. It's looking good that OG will finally, after so many opportunities, after so many hurdles that they have slipped, tripped, and face planted over, it looks like they may be getting this wrapped up at 16-14. Sunny, try as he may, has to pull off a 1 versus 4 clutch. He has the AK-47, he has full HP, and he has a bit of utility, but that fuse on the bomb is ticking so quickly. He needs a bit more damage to Mad2. That's all well and good, but the time itself is going to work against him. It's effectively a 1v3 in that respect. Down goes the smoke, tickles the bomb, spray out. He has to just hope for the best. It's not going to happen. OG will be taking the map, but my God.